Over 5 acres of land burned on the Standing Rock Reservation this afternoon, but it was all training to prepare if the real thing comes along. Shelby Rose was there and brings us this story.
It's already greener this year than it was last year, but that can change really fast.
So more than 25 National Guard members, volunteer firefighters, and others across the state came out to Fort Yates to train in wildland firefighting.
Digging hand lines, the control lines, making sure that the fire doesn't cross over to the other side.
It was a pretty hot and windy day out on the hills, so keeping track of the weather was especially important to the safety of everyone involved.
Temperature is at 82, break. It's definitely important to keep an eye on the weather and the wind speed and the fire behavior.
As you can see, what I'm wearing here right now is not what you typically think of when you think of a firefighter. What the trainees are wearing here today are fire-resistant clothing, meaning that it takes a little bit longer for them to burn.
Just to make sure everybody gets prepared in case we have some emergencies. We've had the drought last summer and everything, so it's good to have people ready to go if we need them.
Preparing for this controlled burn is a joint effort from many state and federal agencies, including the North Dakota Department of Emergency Services, Forest Service, and the Bureau of Indian Affairs.
The joint effort, meaning that all the tribes and all the agencies within North Dakota are willing to work together in a good way for the protection of resources.
While this training will help these people get jobs in North Dakota and across the country, that's not the only reason why they do it.
Appreciation and doing a service to your community is the biggest thing. That's the reason why I do it.
Reporting for KX News, I'm Shelby Rose.
The training exercise also represents one of Governor Burgum's 5 strategic initiatives, tribal engagement.
The North Dakota National Guard also got involved with the training. Check out what it was doing. It used one of its Black Hawk helicopters to pick up water from Lake Oahe. They flew over the controlled fire multiple times to make sure it was completely out. It's the method used for all major fires the National Guard is involved in.
Very cool video. And when we come back, we're still tracking some severe storms. We've got Who's in the Path next.